This is worksheet 9.3, and we're looking at applications of quadratics or parabolas. So looking at this first scenario, we have a truck approaching a one-lane tunnel. The top of the tunnel can be modeled by the following equation. The walls of the tunnel can be modeled by the equations x equals 4 and x equals 8. The ground is represented by the x-axis. All units are represented in meters. The first part asks us to sketch a graph of the tunnel's shape, labeling key points. So I'm going to do a quick sketch first of this tunnel. The walls of the tunnel are represented by these equations, x equals 4 and x equals 8, which are both vertical lines. So I'm going to just sketch those two lines at 4 and at 8. We also know that this quadratic equation, which is a parabola, this parabola opens down because of the a value that's negative. So I'm just going to do a quick sketch of a parabola that opens down, and that just forms the top of the tunnel.
Good afternoon, teachers. Please join us for round table ready to begin in the lounge in the next few minutes. Hope to see you there.
So I'm going to sketch a parabolic shape for the top of the tunnel. And so really if we're just sketching the tunnel, the tunnel would be modeled by this shape. The walls are vertical lines, the top is a parabola. We're going to first write the equation in graphing form. So using this equation, if we're writing it in graphing form, we need to move the 27 over to the other side. And we need to factor out the a. So I'm going to say y plus 27 equals negative 1 times x squared minus 12x. And then I can complete the square. So y plus 27 plus blank equals negative x squared minus 12x plus blank. So now I can use the formula b divided by 2 squared, which is 36. I need to add 36 times negative 1 to this side, so this will be negative 36. So this gives me y minus 9 equals negative 1. Factoring this expression would give me x minus 6 quantity squared. So the graphing form would be y equals negative x minus 6 squared plus 9. By changing a quadratic to graphing form, we're able to find the vertex, which is an important point on the parabola. So I'm going to draw a more accurate sketch of my tunnel. So I still have my vertical lines at 4 and at 8. And I know that the vertex of the parabola, which forms the top of the tunnel, is at 6, 9. So I'm going to sketch the vertex here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Well, in order to find what the parabola looks like, we already know it opens down, but we'll need some other points to be able to draw an accurate sketch. So we can plug in some other x values to calculate some other points near the vertex. Let's look at this next question before we decide what to do over here. So the average semi-truck measures 3 meters wide and 8 meters tall. Will it fit through the tunnel? So we're really concerned about the width of the tunnel here. So I'm going to go ahead and calculate when x equals 5 what my y value would be by just plugging back into the original equation. So if x equals 5, y will be equal to negative 5 squared plus 12 times 5 minus 27 equals negative 25 plus 60 minus 27. So this would give me negative 52 plus 60, which is 8. So I know when x equals 5, y equals 8. So I'm going to go ahead and plot that point. If when x equals 5, y equals 8, that means when x is equal to 7, y is also equal to 8. So we can plot that point as well. So now I have a more accurate graph. We can also check when x equals 4. Same thing, negative 16 plus 48 minus 27. So when x equals 4, we have y equals negative 16 plus 48 minus 27. So that would be negative 33 plus 48, which is, oh, this would be negative 43 plus 48, which is 5. So when x equals 4, y will be equal to 5. So now I can sketch the rest of the graph, so it's actually going to go down to here. So that means when x is equal to 8, y is also equal to 5. So in this question, if the truck is 3 meters wide, it'll fit on the ground level of this tunnel, but if you get up to 8 meters high, which is right here, at a height of 8 meters, let's check how wide the tunnel is. This was when x was equal to 5, and this is when x was equal to 7. So from 5 to 7, this is only a width of 2 meters, so no, the truck is not going to fit. If you're at 8 meters in height, the tunnel is only 2 meters wide.